I want to talk to you about QuickSand. And QuickSand is something that if you fall in it or you get stuck in it, it's near impossible to get out. And you start to sink and sink. I've never experienced it in terms of being in the quicksand literally, but I do use it as a metaphor to describe what I felt like when I was suffering with an episode of depression. I felt like I was sinking in quicksand and there was nothing that I could do to get out. I remember trying to hold on, but I was sinking and sinking even further. And someone did show up, and I think I was having a dream, but someone did show up to help pull me out. But then I don't remember getting out. And then you know how the dream just stopped and you just don't remember any further than that. So I'm going to ask the question, do you feel like you are sometimes sinking in quicksand and there is just no way to get out? That's what depression feels like. Like no matter how hard you try, you might be laying in the bed and say, you know what? I'm going to get up in 15 minutes. And then you fall asleep, and before you know it, it's been 2 hours. And then you wake up again and you say, I'm going to get up in just a minute. And you just don't get up, and an hour passes by. You've been in the bed awake for 4 hours. You still haven't gotten out of the bed. You haven't eaten anything. And it's just this cycle that continues. But what happens is, even when you get up, you still feel so tired because you probably have gotten too much rest. And now your body is saying, oh no, we have no energy. You have absolutely used up all your energy. Have you felt like that? You know, for me too, I feel like every single day I only have a certain amount of energy to exert. And although I try to be specific with it, sometimes I'm not as successful. Do you feel that way? And I believe that that's why, think about it, when you're doing a chore around your house, it's hard to get started. And then you easily tire and you don't feel like finishing. And that's why I suggest to do your chores in 15 or 20-minute increments so that you can see visually some progress. So try that. But the sinking in quicksand and then the feeling of hopelessness and despair and just feeling like just icky on the inside, I understand. And if you're feeling that way, I hope that you know that nothing lasts forever. Nothing. You have to be able to get to a better place. You just will, because the bad times cannot last always. And I want you to just remember that, because think about it. If the bad times lasted forever, or they lasted for a long, long period of time, I wouldn't have experienced the growth that I have experienced. So remember, I am the witness to the testament that when you put in the work, you commit to the work, you're proactive, you're motivated. Even on days when you don't quite make it, there's always going to be another day. So don't beat yourself up about it. Give yourself some grace because you deserve it. And if you're able to go to my podcast, it's right here, Win Over Depression. There is an episode just for you that's going to help you determine what actionable steps you can take to help defeat your depression. I encourage you to subscribe and find that perfect episode just for you.